Across the world, nations are demanding reliable, carbon-free power. With its resources, integrity, and expertise, Canada can lead the way. NexGen's Rook I Project is located in the southwestern Athabasca Basin in Saskatchewan, whereby the province has been ranked by the Fraser Institute as the top mining jurisdiction in Canada. The region is known for its robust regulatory oversight, stable governance, and access to skilled labor, making it the ideal setting for developing the world's next-generation uranium mine. The project's local priority area, or LPA, is situated within the traditional territories of the Clearwater River Dene Nation, Birch Narrows Dene Nation, Buffalo River Dene Nation, and Métis Nation Saskatchewan Northern Region 2. These four nations represent all of the primarily impacted Indigenous communities, as verified by the province of Saskatchewan and the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, and for which NexGen prioritizes training, employment, and business opportunities. 155 kilometers north of La Lâche and the Clearwater River Dene Nation, the Rook I site is fully accessible by Highway 955, which was originally built to support the historic Clough Lake mine, which safely produced 62 million pounds of uranium from 1979 to 2002. Since the discovery of the mighty Arrow deposit in 2014, the NexGen Energy team has been dedicated to the successful advancement of the Rook I project. This generational opportunity will re-establish Canada as the world's largest uranium supplier, while transitioning the mining industry into a new era, one that prioritizes local partnerships, environmental excellence, and lasting prosperity. Early engagement with communities began in 2013, prior to exploration commencing and the discovery of Arrow in February 2014. Rigorous environmental baseline studies for the project commenced in 2015 and were followed by a series of foundational technical studies, including a preliminary economic assessment in 2017, a pre-feasibility study in 2018, and a feasibility study in 2021. In parallel, the formal provincial and federal regulatory approval processes commenced in 2019 with the submission of the project description. Over the 6 years of regulatory engagement and review, key milestones have included the submission of the draft environmental impact statement in 2022, NexGen's license application being deemed sufficient by the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, or CNSC, in September 2023, Provincial Environmental Assessment approval in November 2023, and CNSC acceptance of the final Environmental Impact Statement in January 2025, after incorporation of all technical and public review comments. In 2019, NexGen entered into study agreements with all four established LPA Indigenous nations. The agreements formalized the community's and NexGen's commitment to partnership and how NexGen would prioritize training, employment, and business opportunities. These agreements also defined the engagement approach for the project. NexGen provided resources and funding for LPA Indigenous nation participation in the environmental assessment process, including the retention of independent technical subject matter experts and the completion of self-directed traditional land use and cultural studies to inform the project's development. From 2020 to 2023, this genuine approach paved the way for the signing of industry-leading benefit agreements with all four impacted Indigenous nations, which defined the environmental, cultural, economic, and community benefits to all identified LPA communities, and confirmed full consent and support for the project throughout its lifespan, including reclamation. These historic agreements reflect the years of collaborative and transparent engagement between NexGen and LPA communities, resulting in unprecedented partnerships founded in trust, collaboration, and a shared vision for creating generational positive change. The Arrow deposit is unrivaled in size and has an ideal natural geological setting for the safe, efficient extraction of ore and exceptional environmental management, with the project designed to supply up to 30 million pounds of uranium per year, representing approximately 25% of the world's current mined supply. In the first 11 years of production, Arrow will deliver $17 billion of economic growth for Canada. The deposit is 100% contained in crystalline basement rock, allowing for simple, safe, and conventional mining techniques, and a project designed with high levels of environmental performance, including the permanent storage of all tailings underground, a first in uranium mining in Canada. Mineralization occurs 100 meters below surface, extending to a depth of 950 meters. No permanent freezing is required during shaft sinking or mining, and the monometallic nature of the ore results in clean metallurgy for more simplified and conventional processing. This is unique to uranium mining in Canada and reflects elite environmental management. Arrow currently contains 256.7 million pounds of known measured and indicated mineral resources at 3.10% U3O8 and 80.7 million pounds of known inferred mineral resources at 0.83%. Mining will be carried out using conventional long-hole stoping, supported by a fleet of automated and tele-remote equipment, ensuring precision, efficiency, and minimal human exposure, making Rook I the safest, most technologically advanced uranium mine in the world. Site preparation involves clearing only what is necessary within the project footprint. All areas are checked for migratory bird nests first. Small trees and soils are stockpiled for use in future reclamation. The site is graded and leveled for core infrastructure, including roads, water systems, fuel, power, and surface facilities to support underground and processing activities. The primary surface infrastructure of the Rook I mine is uniquely compact, similar to the footprint of Parliament Hill in the nation's capital. The production and exhaust shaft are designed for the safe transport of personnel, materials, and mine rock while providing fresh air circulation. The exhaust shaft is 6.7 meters in diameter and 530 meters in length, and the production shaft, which is 7.6 meters in diameter and 650 meters in length, will hoist 1,300 tons of ore per day, the same volume as 3.5 mining haul trucks. Shaft sinking follows proven methods, with a temporary ground freeze, followed by a pre-sink to 60 meters to install the Galloway and initial shaft headframe. This ensures stability, with freezing ending permanently once the shafts descend into competent basement rock at 175 meters depth for the production shaft and 220 meters depth for the exhaust shaft. Sinking continues using a drill, blast, support, and hydrostatic liner installation cycle. Transitioning to a non-hydrostatic liner. The liner is grouted to surface and sinking continues to shaft bottom. Underground mine workings begin with lateral development using conventional hard rock mining methods. Holes are drilled laterally to a predetermined pattern. Mine rock is hoisted to surface and stored in stockpiles based on characterization. During production, precision drill rigs bore holes into the competent rock, strategically placed for optimal fragmentation, breaking the rock efficiently while preserving structural stability. Automated loaders, operated tele-remotely from surface to ensure optimal human safety, collect the broken ore, transporting it to the shaft, which hoists to surface. In parallel to underground development, surface infrastructure is built in stages, including the process plant, solvent extraction building, and effluent treatment plant, where water is collected, treated, and batch tested on site, which, in comparison to continuous discharge, ensures that 100% of treated water is collected, analyzed, and safe before leaving site. NexGen's commitment to elite environmental performance defines every aspect of the Rook I design. Following years of collaborative and transparent independent analysis and consultation, Indigenous communities fully endorsed the incorporation of an underground tailings management facility, or UGTMF. All tailings will be permanently stored as engineered cemented paste within mined-out stopes and a purpose-built underground UGTMF. This is an identical process to paste backfill tailings management used globally and simply expanded, setting a new elite and safe standard for tailings management in mines. This design eliminates the need for surface tailings ponds and enables progressive reclamation during operations, dramatically simplifying the final closure process for future generations while restoring the land to its original state and removing the requirement for decades-long reclamation management. Guided by the values of honesty, respect, resilience, and accountability, NexGen's focus since inception has been to create as much positivity as possible for as many people as possible. Since 2014, a total of $24.6 million has been invested in the local priority area, with programs and initiatives that contribute to building strong, resilient communities. An additional $186.6 million has been spent on LPA suppliers. Over this same time period, the Rook I Project has supported the equivalent of 339 job years of employment for LPA community members. Since 2023, 630 community members have participated in NexGen funded training and certification for careers in mining, with a total of 20 training programs conducted. In 2024, 82% of employees at the Rook I site were LPA residents, and $56.6 million was spent on LPA suppliers, representing 94% of the total Rook I spend. From construction through to production, the Rook I project will produce an average of 1,400 annual total jobs in Saskatchewan and 2,600 annual total jobs across Canada, with economic outputs of $32 billion to Saskatchewan and $37.3 billion to Canada, all while generating enough uranium to power 46 million homes per year, twice the number of homes in Canada. This small, conventional underground mine with environmental and social considerations prioritized throughout will make Canada the world's leader in uranium supply as well as host to the world's next-generation mine. Rook I is defining what modern mining can and should be, a project rooted in partnership, designed with precision, and executed with respect for both people and the planet. This is Canada's opportunity to lead the world in uranium supply and demonstrate that responsible mining is not only achievable, but essential. The local communities are ready. Saskatchewan is ready. Rook I is ready.
I love seeing those flags being up there too, because it just shows how much they care about the northern communities.
When they talk about reconciliation with, the First Nations and the Métis, well, this is part of it. A lot of trust had to be built, and we built it.
Lee, thank you for being the partner that you are. We now call ourselves the whole team. We are one team to be able to move forward in a good way.
A highlight of NexGen is all the effort and the work going into the process. There was so much work put into making sure that the environment was taken care of.
They put the people first. And because of that, the elders and communities are very open and accepting to it.
A job opportunity 155 kilometers up the road, potentially for a lifetime. That's pretty amazing. It's close, it's real.
I move back north again. After Rook I gets those permits, I'm gonna be back on site.